instantly into it. Fuck yeah. I guess we will talk. Oh, let me try something real quick. I just want to try this. Let me click pop out chat. Okay, I doubt this is gonna work properly. It's not working right now. Hold on, let me try this. This is going to only probably be a one-time thing, and it's going to be a temporary solution to a actual problem I'm trying to face. So if I paste this, it did work. Although I don't like, don't, fuck. Yeah, see, that's too small. Damn it. Let me mess with properties. What is it, but? Okay, so that doesn't work. It's worth a shot. Go ahead and do that. This whitewash has actually done what I've wanted it to so far. We're going to add another layer of that afterwards. Then we're going to finish up this dude tonight. I have to paint a face, so fuck my life. But we'll figure out colors for this. That won't be too hard. Then we'll have to figure out the pauldron. The pauldron's going to be... I don't know what we're going to do with the pauldron. I do have plenty of extra transfer sheets from other minis, but we'll just figure it out then. I mean, this mini will probably get finished tonight, depending on how quickly I do a face. But we'll probably start with the whitewash on this. I don't know if you can see it that well. Yeah, you can see it really well right there. How it's white instead. Howdy, Vale. How are you doing today, man? This side came out a lot better than the other side did. But I really dig the light white and blue on that. Although, okay, yeah, that'll work. Let me do a quick thing. I accidentally clicked pop out chat. What do I know about what, Vale? The Dark Angels? Is that what you were trying to say? I know. So there is the Ravenwing, which is mobile. Oh, what are the other two? There's two. The other one is like all the Terminators and stuff. And then there is another one that I cannot think of. I know the ones with the Terminators are in what's the name of the video game? Oh, Space Hulk. That's kind of what those ones are played on as. There's one from the Horus Heresy as well. Oh, I know for sure of Ravenwing. That's the easiest one I know about. That's like, yep, I know that one specifically because it's probably the easiest one to call out. Don't start falling apart on me now, Minnie. But I'm super happy about me almost having all of my minis put together now. The Dreadwing, the Stormwing, and Ironwing, and Flamewing. Jeez. I can't keep up with all this lore. So if you didn't get to see it earlier, Vale, I've got the... okay, hold on. Stuff's falling. I gotta set it down. I specifically bought something for my... the core... What is it called? Oh... What is it? The Black Star? The Corvus Black Star? It's like a way better version of my buddy's and I do give him shit for this. My buddy's it's not a Stormlands gunship. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, what's the name of it called? Oh wow, that's really no help at all. Oh, it's not. Hmm. Is it a Raven? You know what? I'll show you what I'm talking about. Where is good camera? Kill that. No previously painted minis today because that whole setup got taken down and I haven't put it back together yet. All right. It really doesn't matter. I shouldn't have clicked new. What's... Oh, yeah, it's just all this stuff. Okay, yeah, what is the damn vehicle I'm thinking of? How am I forgetting? Okay, really? You're not gonna be like vehicles? Oh, bitch. It's like... It's not particularly cheap either. It's not that. I know what that is. That's Thunderhawk. Storm Raven. That's what I was thinking of. I told my buddy that the Corvus Black Star is a better version of the Storm Raven gunship. I still need to get me a repulsor executioner. That's actually got the big gun instead of just... That's a Reaper. Yeah, this is what I have. I like it. I like the look. I'm gonna try to do this colorization and probably try to do this as well, but no promises on it turning out this good. I really like it from the beginning of Space Marine 2. It's the first ship you're in Space Marine 2. I can't imagine how many of these things were sold afterwards. Then it's got like smoke launchers, the big Inquisition symbol, the little ones on the sides. Then there's like an armored version for Tyranids fighting against them. Air brakes and stuff. It's so cool. It's so cool. I did not think I was gonna buy a flying vehicle in 40K at all. And then I started Deathwatch and I'm like, well, the Corvus Black Star is specifically for Deathwatch. So, all right, let me open up the Warhammer community thing and see if there's any news. Do not ask me to sign in. I swear to God, GW. Thank you. No. All right. Oh, that's Warhammer quests. Let me click 40K. Where is 40K? There it is. So obviously Kato Sicario, all the Ultramarines and stuff. I think I went over this stuff Sunday. It's just telling us about Kato. Okay, yeah, it's just telling us about Kato. Is this just telling us about Lorgar or Calgar? Yes, it is. So this is going to be the actual post talking about everything. Do you still want to get this veil? Have they even announced how much it's going to cost? Well, somebody's already fucking reviewed it. Must be nice to get free copies. Let's see. Is it worth it? Too much Terminators for you? Well, I think the box price is listed at $250. So on par with the Tomb World box, which is you get more for your money with the Tomb World box. You get terrain in there. I mean, I won't get it because I don't love Terminators that much. I do like, however, that they have the different Terminator captain than every other one. And please tell me, yes, they have the actual like full-on non-push fit sprues for that. Also, I I kind of want a Terminator chaplain, but and an ancient, but it's either I paint them as Ultramarines or they're Deathwatch, and I'm not quite ready for Terminators for Deathwatch yet. Yet is a big keyword. But something that I do plan on getting, I will probably get Calgar, just because I already have Ultramarines. I already got my Blueberry Boys. I'll probably get Kato eventually, and I will probably also get the Honor Guard. Now, okay, they get like all the styles of helmet. And if you wanted to, you could straight up steal power axes from them for any of your other minis. And of course, you get all these minis, or these head replacers and everything like that. It's oh, I forgot about the combat patrol. Ooh, I might actually want this combat patrol. Fuck the librarian. I don't want the librarian in it. I've still got a librarian I haven't even painted. But 3 Blade Guard vets. Those are the last 3 that I need for my Ultramarine army. The Reavers can go Deathwatch. The Intercessors can also go Deathwatch. And the Aggressors can also go Deathwatch. This guy can be sold for parts. No. And then this mini. Oh, I don't know why this didn't get released last time. Also, this is a pretty tame mini for Dark Elves. Because it just looks like, ooh, he's got spikes. And that's it. Although this one, he does have a whip, so he's a little bit more kinky, I guess. I will show you. I finally got it. I finally got what I was wanting and trying to get. I checked my email at the correct time, and I was able to purchase it. World Eaters. Not these 2 yet. Oh, it's still in stock. Good. Good. I finally was able to get a hold of this. This big chunk of resin. I'm going to have to buy another box. I'm going to have to buy another Contemptor Dreadnought box. But I wanted this for my World Eaters. And I'm probably going to paint him white. And instead of the blue, I'll probably go red. And then anything that's metallic will probably be my, well, what did I use? Bronze? Yeah, did I use bronze or brass? I used brass. Brass is definitely the color I'll probably go with on that. So, finally got that ordered. Next would probably be ordering Angron off of here. Oh god, that's $132 for a bunch of resin. Oh. And I'd probably change it from being something other than his own troops. I know he's kind of known to just murder his own people, but I'd prefer, like, I prefer the real Angron. So, I know he's going to be a giant pain. Oh my god. Maybe I get something else made in resin, because that looks like an actual nightmare to put together. That looks terrible. Sorry, I'm messing with bubble wrap. Let me pop these out real quick. I got more stuff. This stuff showed up like 2 days ago. Water soluble paint. Alright, let me throw this away. Anything else cool that I was looking for? I still want those. I already have him. I might need to get more of those eventually. I'm spending too much money already. I need to save it. I need to save it for that Japan trip. I want to steal the chain axes from these. I want to steal them so bad. Give them all power maces, but I don't think you get that as a choice. It's sad. It makes me so mad they don't show sprues anymore. So you could be like planning ahead on kit bashing, because like Let me find. Okay, this should. I doubt it, but it should. Yeah, see, this shows sprues. Like, you can be like, okay, there's this many to whatever. Okay, there. You can kind of think ahead for kit bashing ideas. You can't do that when they don't show you anything. I'm still 50-50 on the jump pack captain. I think you can only build him like this. It's the fact that he's not. He's still in pre-order. I forget about that. The fact that he didn't get sold out was kind of crazy, honestly. Are all the other pre-orders sold out? He's not. He's not. Those are gone. So I'm surprised. I'm not surprised that these are not sold out, but I'm surprised the White Scar one's kind of sold out. Anyways, we are going to paint because that's really what we do on this channel anymore. That is the wrong thing. I'm clicking all over the wrong place. There we go. Let me move this over. And of course, the cool thing about this is the fact that I can just hot swap these. These are off right now. I had to rip them off because I want to paint the Inquisition logo really good. And so these will get put back on later. And then I can swap the top. I think this is supposed to be a smoke launcher. I can swap that out for like some sensor array, which I believe this is supposed to be. Then, like I said, you can just easily pull these off and swap them for the las cannons. That way I don't have to do one or the other. I can do both. And I don't have to magnetize them. I still might magnetize them, but I do not have to. But I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what did show up. Not today, it showed up yesterday. It's not Warhammer mini-wise, but I got more Dirty Down Rust because I really like this stuff. It's going to go for the PC build right now because I want to save it for that. Some moss colorization. I haven't tried this at all. I think Space Marines are the only thing I use green on. Nope, Tyranids. I do Tyranids as well, so I'm going to have to try it on that. And then Vargas. Vargas? I imagine this is a blue. Oh, this is a very, 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 very dark green. Ooh, very interesting. I have no idea what to do with this. I guess I'll have to try it out on something. I thought this was supposed to be like a blue. Huh. So, finish this guy. Do another whitewash on him. Let me answer a message real quick. Let me reposition my first mini. He always stays on here. Don't need that tonight. Don't need these colors tonight. Is my wet palette from... Oh, this wet palette is 2 days old. Just finished your Ultramarines Captains and Phobos armor. Took you a while. Nice. Let's see how destroyed this wet palette is. I'm still going to replace everything. Let me toss this off. Where did I put that? Okay, how do I do this every time to myself? I find it, and hold on. Parchment paper for wet palettes. Where is it? Let me move some stuff. Oh, watch this be the one day I don't find it. You know, you figure I would keep this. You post it in the Discord. We'll check it out. We'll use you as a distraction so I can find my stuff. Do not go to personal messages. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, did you post it in, Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. And Phobos armor. Bro, this don't look like Phobos armor. Oh, wait, that's a Power Fist. Are you sure this is Phobos armor? That's some pretty thick Phobos armor. I really do love the giant chainsword that this captain gets, and I want to steal it for another mini. Okay, yeah, stuff's just gonna start falling now. What the fuck? Okay, let me set the Corvus Black Star on the other side of my desk. How do I do this to myself all the time? I literally found this stuff last week, or whenever I was doing this, and now I've lost it. Fuck. I can't believe it. This happens every time. Yeah, no, man, it looks super great. I like the little blood effect there. He's covered in blood. The Power Fist. I have yet to do a Power Fist on anything. Is he supposed to have a Power Fist and a gauntlet? I'll let you answer while I continue to search. I didn't know you could run 2 melees at once. Although, that kind of makes sense if he has a gauntlet for a ranged weapon. This stuff aside. Power Fist with Bolter. Okay. Well, I'm starting to run out of places to look, so we might have to go to the backup palette, which is I don't even know where that's at. Uh-oh. Let me check a couple more spots. I would hit the BRB screen, but we don't have minis up on the table right now, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to quickly stand up and look for this damn thing. Oh, it's not over there. Ouch. Not in there. It's not there. I still can't believe that I shattered a thing of Tayama cement paste, or not paste, but cement glue stuff. This stuff. Oh, you can't see because I haven't switched the camera. You're gonna give it a fresh sage. Your friend, since he went away to Vermont for college. Hell yeah, man! Bet you he'd appreciate it. Looks good. Looks really good. I'm not a huge guy about basing, but it looks good, man. They'd probably love it. Let's see. Back to this view. I still can't believe I shattered one of these. Yeah, a whole ass tractor seat that weighs probably 80 pounds going down on it, and me sitting on top of that said seat. So I had 300 pounds of pressure put on it in 1 second. I mean, I understand how it shattered, but I still can't believe. I don't even understand how it got down where it was. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I really did lose all this parchment paper. Oh, wait, hold on. It might be under this box. Nope, it wasn't. Fuck. It's not underneath the wet palette. I'm more of an Angrax Earthshade guy. Apparently, I've been drinking a bunch of it because I can't find something I need specifically to paint minis. I can't believe it. Oh, nope, that's not it. Oh my god. Well, that's a great way to start off stream. Alright, you'll see me do something for the first time ever. We'll set this aside. And no, I don't usually use dry palettes, but we're going to tonight. We don't have much to paint, so I don't mind using a dry palette. Not me. I've never used this dry palette, so I didn't want any dust or anything in it. And we'll adjust camera. And I've always had this as a backup just in case I was to run out of anything. Alright, so we're doing a face. Fuck. Alright. I don't like painting faces. I actually have never used Null oil at all in my entire hobbying. Like, in general. I've yet to use Null oil for anything. Angrax Earthshade I use a lot. Okay, so that's the flesh color. Don't need that. I'll need some lead belcher. Where is the wash? That's the only other thing I need is the wash. Don't tell me it's not up here. It does not look like it's up here. That's great. Use Null oil for metallics works well with lead belcher. I will have to eventually give it a try. But I know when I went to my local game store, it was not in stock. I found the flesh wash. They offered dark tone as a replacement. Said it's just about the same, and then I proceeded to never use it. Oh, whitewash! Don't forget about that. You gotta whitewash everything. That's a joke. It should have been right in front of me, but it's not. It is right in front of me. I just don't notice the bottle. Oh, that's right. I took it out of the bottle and put it into a dropper. So I need a drop. There it is. We'll just put extra in there. It's also extra good for the Aquillas on Space Marine's chest. Ah, I like the way you think. I'm gonna have to buy me some Null oil. And apparently I'm gonna have to finish painting the leather on this. Oh, I love these old markers. These old markers are perfect for stuff like that. Oh, quick, easy touch up. Bam, there you go. All right, so that's all that done. I need to drop a little bit of white into this. So this is the whitewash. It doesn't have enough white pigmentation to it, so I'm adding a touch extra white. Since there's a lot there, I'm adding a lot of extra white, but it'll help brighten it up and just make it so it's less of a... Oh, there's white paint on there. Did I paint his Aquila? He does not have an Aquila. Am I gonna paint what's there instead? Probably not, because I probably can't get to it. And I need to paint that gold. But we'll focus on that later. I will say I was very surprised with how some other stuff turned out YouTube-wise. YouTube's been loving me for some reason. Like, a bunch of the videos have gone more and more views. There we go. See, that's like almost perfect. Maybe just a touch too much here or there. but that's almost perfect. I would like it to stay brighter than what it was, but again, multiple washes on it probably is the best thing. Then we'll go back and redo like certain areas, but we'll let this chill. Will he stand? He will stand. Paper towels. This stream probably won't be super late, just because I got off work at 8:30, which was 30 minutes ago. It was an hour ago. I've still got to go grab something. That way I've got lunch tomorrow. And I'll have to also... can't think of what it was. Damn it. I'm losing my shit today. I lost my parchment papers for my wet palette. I'm losing it. Okay. This is gonna go poorly. I've never used like Gilliman flesh, but I would hope it's easier than this stuff. Because this stuff, like, you need the smallest amount to just get what you want done. This is where I say being a sloppy painter is perfectly fine. Because you can always paint over like all the metallics that I'm currently painting over. But I just want to make sure I get a nice even coat on this dude's face. You can paint over the hair and everything, but you gotta give this ample time to dry. That's the other horrible thing about painting faces. I just can't believe that I decided to do so many. And if you're gonna say, well, there's only like a handful of these with faces that you have to paint, there's a lot of world eaters I've got to paint faces on. How to make things glow. So glow effects. If you're talking kind of like how I did with the towel, I just used where's my sky blue? I just used like a really whitish blue, or whatever your desired color is. A lot of people do airbrushes. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do it. I don't particularly like. This is probably as close to glowing as you're gonna get. Actually, we might see if we can do a little bit better. Let's add not that much sky blue, but okay. I didn't want that much. That means I have to make up a lot more than I wanted to. Let's make a very watered down sky blue, because I think in order for it to glow proper, I think it has to be watered down. Otherwise, you're going to get too much pigment. So let's get the excess out of there. I still think that's too much pigment. I would be afraid to do it with airbrushes because I'm not good with airbrushes, honestly. But if you're gonna do a glow effect on it, a lot of people do a glow effect on the whole thing, and I'm not trying to do that tonight. Okay, I'm gonna need a little bit of a better brush for this. Something with a better tip. Don't have an airbrush, don't have the room for one, and already spend enough money on minis and paints. Hey, I'm well aware. My whole video on how much I spent in my first year was a little bit more than I expected. Not only that, but like that didn't include paints or anything like that. That was literally just minis. That didn't include 3D printers or anything like that. So I was just kind of more like, oh, well, I spent plenty on Warhammer. I'll probably spend a little bit less this year, just because I've got a huge backlog of stuff to paint. And that's kind of really what I love doing most about the hobby. So I'm probably... I mean, some cool shit comes out, I'm probably going to snag it. Like the Krieg box to finish out my army. The combat patrols I'll periodically grab. That's to do the combat patrol shelf. What else? What else while I think of what I need to do for this wet palette? Oh, dark red and parchment paper coloring. That's not dark red. I need burnt red. That's flesh wash. I'm blind. There's no way I put it back. I did not put it back. What? There's no paint on the floor. I do not see red in front of me. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to organize this whole ass desk again. I just cleaned this area not that long ago. I know I didn't put it in there. That's blood for the blood god effect. That is definitely not what I want. This old ass chair. Oh my goodness. I cannot find this. Where's my burnt red? I used it like 2 days ago. That's blue. Found it. It was covered. It was covered up. There we go. I use this for my prayers. Hopefully it just goes on super easy, super smooth. Yes. Perfect. Almost dipped it into where I hold the rest of my brushes. So then I need my parchment paper coloring, which is bone white, which is not where it's supposed to be, which means it's on my desk somewhere. This is the whole reason I have a paint rack, is so I don't do this shit. Okay, that's rust. That's all that stuff out. That was not rust. Okay, so I'm losing my mind. It's not on there. For sure. It's not. I've checked every color there. It's not there. It's literally right in front of me. It was 2 feet. It was 2 inches away from my hand. As my grandpa used to like to say, if it was a snake, it would have bit me. God damn it. God damn it. Okay. Yes. This is like the perfect color. Now, the only thing I don't understand is how people get these to be like yellow. Like old parchment paper. I don't understand how people do that. I know it's just a wash of some sort, but I don't know how people do it. Like what they use to do it, I have no clue. This. There we go. Base. Oh. I know it's very popular, and it looks yellow. So I don't know of a yellow wash. Because it looks like parchment paper, like regular paper. I almost keep saying parchment paper. It looks like paper after it's like aged and turned yellow, which makes sense because they're supposed to be like ancient prayers or whatever. And I've just realized I got more to use for this marker. But I like mine a little bit brighter and stuff, but I've just always kind of wondered how they do it. And no, I have not wanted to look up a YouTube tutorial on how. Just because I do enough Warhammer stuff, I don't need to be like watching YouTube tutorials on how to paint. I'm going to figure it out eventually. It's just going to take me some time. All right, so that's all that done. I've got to paint a face. Is it too late to throw a helmet on him? just take the clippers, chop his head off, and throw a helmet on him. I don't even know what helmet would work. Any helmet would work, actually. Just throw a Primaris helmet on him, and he's good. Okay, so we gotta look and see what's hair, what's electronics. You sponge paint your minis? I've seen that. I've thought about trying it as well, but that would have to be like an offshoot mini. because then it would look different than all the others and it would just bother the shit out of me. All right, so flesh wash. Wraithbone. Wraithbone's what I use. Warhammer parchment, look. And wash it with Angrax. I usually don't wash it at all. I've got too much here. Hold on. So we'll just see. This is my biggest nervous thing, is doing faces. Because now we have to do this really fun game called Don't Touch the Mini for like the next 5 minutes. It's horrible. This is where I would run into problems on painting faces, but we've got an extra mini here. I also do not bother painting eyes. The only eyes I've painted, other than like helmet eyes, is orc eyes, and that's because they're like one color entirely, and I'd prefer to do that over anything else. Hold on. Oh, I've killed desktop audio for you. If I'm gonna get jump scared, y'all are gonna get it too. All right. Oh, I've got to do a gold. I forgot about something. Gold. I like gold. That's the gold I was using. Part of me wants to learn how to do eyes decent, but then the other part of me just goes, nobody's going to see eyes from that distance, so why bother? Let me fix the tip of this brush. All right, be honest. Who licks paintbrushes in here? That's not the mini I wanted to do it on. And, of course, immediately too thick. Well, I'm going to touch up with some silver afterwards. But we'll let it sit and dry. Because after it sits and dries, we'll go back to using Panaline accent color black to fulfill, like, make it so you can see the lettering. But we'll let that guy chill for a moment, and we will paint this. Painting exactly like in-game. Sucks. Yep. I totally agree with that. This whitewash has come out so perfect. It's almost got some shine on the bottom of this corner. Has his helmet on. It was very nerve-wracking to paint the first one. Perfect. This whitewash does really good with blue. If you're doing blue power sword effects, Vallejo whitewash. It's for vehicles, but it works just as well for this. I would highly recommend. That looks so cool, because the blue was going to be the opposite of... I wanted it to be like the opposite of the dark for the green, and I had no idea of how to do that. Then somebody mentioned the whitewash. Yeah, that's why you don't paint guardsmen. What are you talking about? All my Krieg have masks. What are you talking about? They have helmets. They have masks. They don't... you don't have to paint eyeballs there. That's why I specifically chose Krieg. All right, we will go ahead and do Pauldron. We'll start with it. Oh, you fool. Uh-oh. Please tell me this is Leadbelcher error. I really hope that's Leadbelcher error, not my Leadbelcher. Because if that's the case, I just ruined a whole thing of Leadbelcher. Oh, thank goodness. It's my Leadbelcher error. Okay, so I left the cap off of this for 3 days now. So we're going to hope that this is Leadbelcher error, which is super watered down. Well, it sounds like it's still good. But we'll just go ahead and leave this there and forget about it. And hope that it's still good when we need it. Regular Leadbelcher can go in here. And we will use it to paint up The pauldron. We'll start with the pauldron, continue on from there while his face dries, because I got to give it ample time to dry, otherwise I'm going to fuck it up. And we just sloppy paint this because we can get away with it now. That panel line accent color makes me get away with a lot of stuff that I shouldn't. Like filling all this in with lead belcher. I'm trying to still keep it light. That way I don't have to do a whole bunch of work to it. But I'm just trying to make sure all the lettering gets all the paint more than anything. Okay, so I am... Okay, yeah, that's the same thing. I was saying that this has Xenos right here. Let me zoom you guys in. You guys don't need to be out that far. It has Xenos right here. It says it. And I've put way too much paint on there. But I need to paint that gold after I do that. I don't even know what paint, like what color scheme I'm doing for the rest of the sword. I just knew it was going to be blue and white. God, it comes off with like a little shine. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good for something I was not even 100% sure that it would turn out halfway decent. I'm super happy about it. I will say, I did plan on streaming yesterday, but when I got home at 9, ally with orcs, that's a great idea. They have. There was an Imperial Guard story where they allied with orcs. It was a totally great idea. The orc definitely did not stab them in the back. If I remember right, I heard it through Adeptus Ridiculous, Bricky's podcast, basically, and I can't remember the orc's name, but it was something ridiculous. Oh, Full Alliance? But the Beaky Boys are too fun to fight. We'll just go ahead and hit it with... We'll just go ahead and hit all this with silver. They'd be losing their good fights. Good scrap. I can't do orc speak very well. I can barely speak English. You do like the Blood Axe tribe mercenary orcs? Worked with Pierre a few times. Don't the Blood Axe just like want to kill themselves? I'm sorry, YouTube. Don't they just want to sewer slide or kiss themselves? Or is it that they just want to fight whatever? I can't remember the lore. I don't know orc lore that well. All right, time to show you the magic. We'll get zoomed in on this because this is where the magic happens. All right. You see how you see no lettering. Actually, you can see the lettering pretty well. But you can't see it from there. God damn it, I put this on way too tight. Well, it was crusted, so it might not have been me. It might have just been paint seeping in. So what you want to do is get a little bit, you don't need too much, and then just wash it all over it. This stuff is an actual savior. For something that barely costs any money, I don't actually remember how much this stuff costs. And for as easy as it is to use, it's my favorite Deathwatch chapter. Oh, what's my favorite Space Marine chapter? World Eaters. World Eaters are my favorite in general. That there will never not be a time where it's not World Eaters is my favorite. There you go, camera focus. There you go. You can see how easily that came out. You can see all the lettering now. The top side's always a little jank, but you can kind of see it. The light's shining a little too much. Let me see if I can get it into shadow. There you go. You can see the lettering in shadow. But yeah, that's a really good savior for that. Loyalist wise, that's a good question. I think you might paint some Iron Warriors. They're your second favorite. Trainer Legion. I was supposed to paint Iron Warriors, but then I decided most of my Horus Heresy stuff is going to my homebrew chapter. Let me think. We're gonna give stuff time to dry, and I'm gonna think what my favorite Loyalist Space Marine chapter is, excluding Deathwatch, because Deathwatch is his own little thing. I started painting Ultramarines, but they're not my favorite. I'm gonna say that they're not my favorite Space Marine chapter. If I had to choose one of the big, like, main chapters, none of the, like, other ones. Oh, in Deathwatch versions? See, that's the really cool thing about Deathwatch. You can make whatever chapter you want, anything you want. Like, this dude is a Minotaur, I believe. It's a skull with horns, so that's either like a Minotaur or an oh, what is that? The people that get possessed intentionally. I can't remember the name of the chapter. I almost said executors, but exorcist. That's right. That's what I was thinking of. Okay. Yeah, no, that's the really cool thing about Deathwatch is you can literally be anything. This one's left blank. And almost got thrown onto the floor. But like the other two that I've painted, one's a salamander and the other's a Scythe of the Emperor. So that's just super cool. Like Deathwatch, you don't have to pick a chapter. So I'm not specifically choosing a chapter. I'm going to try to do as many different chapters. I think a really fun idea, and I'd be kind of stealing it from 40K in 40 minutes, would be have you guys like send in Deathwatch minis that you guys paint and have you guys choose chapters. I think that would be a super cool idea that somebody's already done. I'm not going to claim that idea. Somebody's already done it before. All right. He needs a little bit more face wash. Like Deathwatch Space Wolves? Well, do I have a surprise for you? Oh, fuck. Give me a second. We still need to give that stuff time to paint. Try to dry anyway. Let me grab it. Now, he's not specifically a Space Wolf because I don't think they gave me a Space Wolf shoulder pad. But, bam. That's, hold on, focus on him. That's 100% a Space Wolf head. He's a Space Wolf successor. I don't know the successor chapters that well. But, this chapter is good enough to be in this box. But yeah, that you can't tell me that's not a Space Wolf head. I was gonna say that's a Space Wolf Power Axe too, but that's not the Space Wolf symbols. I love how hard the Space Wolf got memed on when a certain head came out. Let me see if I can find it, because I need to give these enough time to dry. Otherwise, you're gonna watch me fuck it up. Let's see, where were they? Let me see if I can find them. They're under Age of Sigmar. Loyalist Space Wolves. That's not it. Oh, there's 132 for me to look at. Let me switch camera. Yes, the wolf head. Oh, dude, you want to talk about something funny? It's not going to have it on here, is it? It's not going to have it on here. Okay, is it under 40K? Because don't they have their own stuff under 40K now, too? Oh, they do, because, yeah. Let's see. Space Marines, Space Wolves. I'm not a huge Space Wolf like enjoyer. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was something else. Are these still set to high? No, they're not. Okay. Like, I do like some of this. That looks so fucking cool. You actually like the wolf head helmet? Oh, bro, I'm getting ready to meme on it. Where's it at? Where's it at? This is also a helmet design that I don't like. I don't like the welder's masks that these guys get. I don't know why I don't like it. See, I like that. That's normal. But okay, they did them with regular helmets in this photo. And that photo. But in this photo, oh, am I crazy? I'm not crazy. Yeah, see, they have the welder's masks. I like chaplains. Chaplains are cool. I have, where's he at? I have this chaplain and adjudicator. I have this whole thing, but I have this chaplain specifically. Let me see if I can find the Space Wolf helmets. I did not even know they had little gunships. That's hilarious. The Scottish Captain and Phobos armor. This is your real Captain and Phobos armor, Neo. Yeah, the stand. Well, you can't like actually make it hover. Although there is a dude that did make them into like quadcopters. You're like the Phobos and Librarian Army. Okay, so we got to be getting close to these wolf heads because they got to be sold out. Either that or else I scrolled right by them. Nope, nope. I do like the Chaplain and Terminator armor. I think that's sick. I'm not a huge Terminator armor guy, but I mean, that looks cool. There's Santa Claus without his sleigh. All the new stuff. This, the Wolf Priest, 10 out of 10. I like this model. Like I said, I'm not a Space Wolf guy, but the Wolf Priest is a big 50-50 on whether or not I'd get it. Just because I like the instead of a regular human skull, he's got a wolf skull. Oh, you can. Hey, who wants to spend $1,000? Who wants to donate $1,000 so I can buy this? I'm kidding. Don't do that. There's the Librarian and Phobos armor. What just fell? You know what? I'll figure it out later. Do they not have the Space Wolf heads no more? Oh, this isn't fun. I can't meme on Space Wolves. I thought that was Bjorn for a second. Why do they get the venerable? You know what? I'm not gonna ask questions. It's GW. They don't care. I know I can Google it, but I wanted to make fun of it on being on the GW store. All right, let me Google it off screen. It's literally the first thing that pops up. But this is almost a meme. Where the fuck is it? Let me. Yeah, you get to see my atrocious spelling when I'm thinking fast and typing fast. Oh. So this is the helmet set that I know about. That this was the helmet set I was joking on. But that's not what I was actually like talking about. Okay, they were Horus Heresy helmets. I knew it. But that's not what I was talking about. Somebody did it to where the pauldrons were also the helmets. I probably misspelled that. I'm never gonna be able to find it, am I? God damn it. I saw this photo once and it's made me laugh thinking about it. But basically, so somebody took, let's go back. Somebody took this like the head off of this model or the upgrade sprue where you could buy them from, and he put them on both shoulders as well. Talk about the funniest shit you've ever seen. Because it's the joke is the helmet's bad, but he put it on the shoulders and he upscaled them somehow. Yes, here it is. I knew I'd find it. This is the meme. Oh my god, fucking love it. And then he has one. He has it for knee pads, the crotch, and the feet. Oh, dude, that's peak. That's peak wolf right there. If you turn that thing around, I bet you the power pack has wolves hanging off the sides of each exhaust, dude. This is the main thing I was looking for. Brother, I heard you like wolves, brother. Oh my, the chain blade on the fucking on his gun's a wolf too. Oh my god. The more I look at it, the better it gets. Oh my god. I didn't even notice the chain blade wolf, the shoulder folded wolves, the crotch wolf, the knee pad wolves, and the feet wolves. Oh, that's so great. So beautiful. It's so beautiful when people meme on GW and then don't get bitched at for doing it. Okay, that's cool as fuck. Hold on, we just missed this. This is cool as shit. I don't know about the heads, but like the armor and stuff's super cool. Proxy this for 40k. That's for sure. I don't know about the wolf helmets. Maybe do without those. All right, back to these minis because I gotta like, I still gotta go get stuff to have lunch tomorrow, and it's already almost 10. You love shitting on GW. Hey, somebody hold on. I'll pull it up. I will find the comment and I will pull it up live on stream. I'll call this dude out. Oh, I don't think I can. I'm pretty sure they took down their comment. Basically, it was me talking about how everything's never in stock. You know, everything cool is never in stock. And the guy was like, oh, I've been doing this hobby for like 13 years and you just got to be patient and they're not doing this and that. And I'm just like, bro, it's a YouTube video. I was just angry I couldn't buy something. Relax. And then he proceeded to delete his comment. Now, I'm not ragging on that dude. He likes Warhammer. I like Warhammer too. But sometimes GW's a bitch. As you said, Neo, you love shitting on GW. Swipes card for a new set of minis. I can separate GW and Warhammer. So when GW does some stupid shit, I can be like, well, it wasn't to Warhammer, so GW don't do that. Which actually, speaking of, that kind of scares me. So, and you're gonna ask, why does that scare you? Oh my god, dude, this blade turned out so good. Let me adjust the lighting. I need this closer to me so I can change my lighting. Oh my god! Gonna blind myself, Jesus. Oh. Ooh. I like that color. I saw the sun. Female custody scares you every day. Okay, so shit like that is something that's a GW problem, not a Warhammer problem. In lore, it doesn't work. But GW said, we retconned it, so fuck you, and you're gonna have to just take it like a bitch. You know what I say if they retcon shit and I don't like the retcon shit? If I see somebody using that mini, I'm just gonna table that mini specifically immediately. I will focus all fire on said mini to just table it. And then they don't get to use the mini, so I win. And that's like either that or else I'd just be like, if somebody was being like, okay, this is my all-female Space Marine army that GW put out, I'd be like, I don't want to play against you. I'm just going to forfeit the game. I mean, the amount of people that would probably do that is wild. And it's not... It's more because GW's like, we can retcon whatever the fuck we want because we want to make this more inclusive so we can sell it to Amazon so we don't have to keep worrying about how we're going to build prices and stocks and all this bullshit. Because GW cannot keep up with their own supply and they don't expand their ability to make more because they're a company based on a small island. And yes, Britain is small. Texas, what? I'm pretty sure Britain's the same size as Illinois. Don't quote me on that. And I'm 100% sure Illinois and Wisconsin are bigger than Britain in total. Warhammer's lore to stay the same. It's annoying changing random shit. Yeah. It is. That's what it is too. And it's to appease an audience that doesn't buy into your game yet when you're literally shitting on people who have already bought into your game. That's the thing that doesn't make sense at all. It's more, oh yeah, we're going to make Custodes female. What about all the Custodes players who love them because they have Custodes players? And we're going to change your lore entirely. There is a specific spot that they would have to literally, I don't even know how they'd retcon it. It's when, I believe it's Space Wolves. It's a female aspirant sneaks through all the trials and stuff. And a, what is it, Rune Priest? For no reason, other people. Yeah, they're just pleasing people with no interest in the hobby yet. Yet they removed men, muscles, and guns from White Dwarf, which is dumb. That's the stupidest thing in the world. GW shouldn't tell me shit about guns. I'll show you the exact reason why. Oh, let me just pop my camera off. That's the reason. Oh, wait, hold on. That's the reason why I have guns. GW shouldn't tell me shit about firearms because I actually have them. Okay, there we go. I got my camera back to where it's supposed to be and magnetized. So that's the thing. Here's the other part too. Remember, again, a lot of British people think they know stuff about firearms that they don't quite understand. They think that this gun would actually work because it has a hammer and it has a trigger and there's a barrel. Well, where do the bullets go? How many bullets does it hold? It looks like a revolver. Does it actually spin the cylinder? How does he reload it? It could be a break action revolver. The fact that there's a hinge there. But like that's the kind of shit that GW doesn't think of because they're not like interested in that. They're just like, oh, we just make shit cool. Well, it's an orc gun. Yeah, shut the fuck up. It's an orc gun. They imagine they have more bullets. They changed the Emperor's name from the Emperor of Mankind to the Emperor. That's the stupidest bullshit ever. And no, they haven't changed it because everybody still knows him as the Emperor of Mankind. That's like baby shit that they're trying to change. What else? So that's that. Again, I'm like 99% sure that they want to make shit inclusive so they can sell it off to Amazon. And if that's the case, it's a good thing this channel is called Rhino's Hobby Corner and not Rhino's 40K Corner anymore because I will be switching up hobbies. Because there's one thing I don't like, and that is Amazon's fucking nosy, shitty business practices. Look at Twitch. There's a reason why I don't stream over there. There's no discoverability. At least on YouTube. Well, there was no discoverability. At least on YouTube, I could do YouTube shorts and you guys could find me through that and then find out that I live stream. But Twitch, nah, you gotta specifically get lucky. What was I gonna paint white? Oh, there is a pouch over here that I missed earlier. Hold on, I'll read chat in a second. And they let their streamers get assaulted live on stream. Dead. It's really bad. They compared orcs to black people, saying orcs are racist in Dungeons and Dragons. This is a fucking gorilla. This is a person riding a gorilla. Never mind. I'm not gonna make the joke. I'm not gonna make the joke. I'm not gonna make the joke. I could see them being like, well, the person on the back, the crew is supposed to be like a black man because they're riding on gorillas. Yeah, fucking. See, the whole retarded shit that people like that do, it's just stupid. You can never appease people who always want to find something wrong with something that you do. The fact that I just said retarded would probably piss some people off, but you know what? I'm probably retarded, so what the fuck does it matter? Look, have you seen my shelf of fame? Do you think autism has not touched my brain at all? Autism, ADHD, you want to see the correlation between these? All right, this is the autism circle. This is the ADHD circle. You want to see the Venn diagram? That's the Venn diagram. It's practically the same thing. That is a joke that I stole from a actor with autism. Or not an actor, a comedian with autism. So that is not me stealing a joke. Whoever that comedian is, he did that joke first. It's pretty much, bro, those Venn diagrams are pretty much a circle. Well, then again, I don't think they thought Space Marine 2 was going to do so well. Otherwise, which reminds me, speaking of Space Marine 2, the amount of difference between Space Marine and Space Marine 2 of the humanity in Titus is wild. I never realized it because Titus in Space Marine 2 is... Yes, I lost a shoulder. Actually, I've only lost one. Sorry. I know they're doing Space Marine 3 now. William, yes, I've lost a shoulder pad for a... Oh, what is it? Mark II Space Marine? Or a technical Marine when I was bouncing around in the tractor, and I've still yet to find it. But I've got a 3D printer, and I can print out any missing parts if I can find them. Or I could just print out a whole mini. Somehow I mistakenly lost a whole crew text, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that one. Hopefully I'm gonna find it. Just give you more bloated, disgusting Death Guard. Oh, bro, Death Guard is Neo. Death Guard in compared to World Eaters. I don't even want to talk about it. You guys get somebody like the CEO must love Death Guard because you guys get all the shit all the time. You guys got how many characters? Okay, yeah, they're doing Space Marine 3. You should have a cardboard box and build a kit inside the box. This is what I was putting everything into today. Just a symbol lamp on the hood of the tractor. Yeah. Speaking of, it was fucking cold today. I was not prepared for that. I walked outside and I was like, I am turning right the fuck around and putting a coat on because holy fuck, it was chilly today. What color are we gonna make his hair? Black would be the easy cop out. I have a blonde somewhere. You know what? We're gonna go with black, just because. Oh, I haven't done an old Marine yet. Let's do gray. Fuck, I only have Stonewall gray. Make a 40k Perturabo mini. I think they're going to make a Perturabo mini. I don't think you're gonna get Demon Primarch Perturabo because his whole lore, remember, his whole lore is fuck you, Chaos. You're not real. Your gods aren't real. So would it really make sense for him to be a Demon Primarch? Thanks for the sub, man. You're gonna scare the shit out of me in like a handful of seconds when that alert goes off. But I'm gonna keep the minis down. They are doing a Lorgar Waddle. Well, yeah, that makes sense. They should do Lorgar and Corvus. What's the mini? What's the mini? What's the mini? What is the mini? How can I not think of it? Rogel Dorn and Perturabo. Perturabo's not gonna be a demon. He's not gonna be demonized. He might be bigger and stuff because of the yeah. So make him a lot of automatons. Like put a bunch of automaton stuff on and make him like bigger. He has these two. Hold on. Now you got me wanting to show another mini. That's YouTube dashboard. Warhammer. So if you go to Horus Heresy, Trader, Iron Warriors, and when I build Iron Warriors, I'm for sure getting one of those as well. You get one of these and you build Perturabo into it. This is the Iron Circle. This is so fucking cool. This is so good. Like, make him into one of these. Say that he got cut in half. Told you that was gonna scare me. You could say he got cut in half and bam, he's in this thing. And take away the head, because I believe this is supposed to be ginormous. I wonder if it's going to play the alert the second time. I don't know if it is, but thank you for the sub. I know I thanked you earlier, but I want to make sure you heard me say it. What does that put us at? Oh, God, 475. Oh, I'm sorry, 745. That means I'm almost 250 subs away from eating spicy peppers. And put it up on Discord, man. Put it up under I don't have it as art. I don't have an art thing. Do it as memes, I guess. You're not gonna get in trouble for it. Throw it in the Warhammer memes file where I put the no bitches guy. Dude, I still love this thing. No bitches, it's Megabind. I've wanted to do one where like where Lorgar is like losing his mind and everything's on fire, and instead of the dog in the house that's on fire, it's literally just Lorgar, everything's burning because of chaos, and Lorgar is just going, this is fine. See, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. But like, he's not a demon. He's just regular Primarch Lorgar. Like, he just outfitted the shit out of himself. That's what they gotta do. No, don't praise GW. They don't deserve it. The other thing, so what I'm afraid of is, so if you don't know, apparently, I'm not gonna say it's for sure because I don't play these other games. The update for Horus Heresy took out a shit ton of minis. The update for Lord of the Rings made it so you had to have a character mini that you can barely get a hold of. And the update for Age of Sigmar, like the most recent edition of Age of Sigmar, has made it less boring. It's made it more boring, more bland. That makes me so afraid for 11th edition fucking up Warhammer, like 40k in general. Because if you think about it, they fucked up 3 of the past launches. I knew Horus Heresy got fucked up. I did not know about Age of Sigmar being a lot more bland, and people quit playing it because of that. And Lord of the Rings, I mean, does anyone really know about that game? But I'm afraid they're just going to fuck it up. I really am. Give them an opportunity and they'll fuck it up. Because I know, what was it? Psychic Phase being taken out on 10th edition. A lot of people didn't like that. I never played it in 9th, but a lot of people didn't like it, the fact that it got taken out. Maybe GW should not fuck with their shit this much. Because if they, like, okay, I'll give you another example. Not only about taking out minis, but adding new rules for minis. How long has the Tomb World Kill Team box been out? These minis do not have 40k rules at all yet. They're still the old Deathwatch veterans that you can use, but as of now, I have not seen any updates on them. Okay. What the fuck was I gonna? I was gonna paint his hair. Ooh. You know what we're gonna do? I don't want to do white. I'm trying to think if I'm gonna do white or not. And then I was gonna paint something silver. Oh no, I was gonna paint with my marker. Where's my marker? That's not what I'm looking for. But yeah, Perturabo, I can see doing that. But then again, if he gets his full mini by himself, you know they're gonna ask for Iron Warriors like minis. But here's the really cool thing about Iron Warriors. Just use Horus Heresy minis, and those are your Iron Warriors. Call them Chaos Marines. It makes just sense. It makes sense. Definitely getting that Ferrus Manus model, but you're scared about bad casting and it being resin. I have also yet to assemble any resin ones. Apparently, I'm gonna say apparently because I don't know how true it is. Apparently they might be redoing Ferrus Manus because I've heard from a few people that he's going to come back some way somehow. The Iron Warriors have his dead body in a crypt, so I don't know how he would come back. I don't know if Belisarius Cawl would do that or whatever, but that's just rumors. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, it's happening." Unlike some other YouTubers, I'm not gonna call names out. So during this whole like planning for weight loss for February for the Japan trip, I've wanted to make so many major kill jokes you would not believe. I've wanted to make, oh, you should buy my steroids because I want to get bitches. It's so bad. I don't know why the fuck he thought that would be such a great idea to do that. Oh, buy my... It's not steroids that he was selling, but he's all like, do steroids like me so you can get bitches. I'm all like, bro, you're talking to Warhammer players. Our main goal is to not get bitches. It is kind of a part of the hobby. Yes, it is. I have a weighted vest. I usually do push-ups and shit in it. I don't go for hikes. Well, I could go for a hike, but I should probably carry a gun if I'm doing it in the dark. Have it strapped to my chest. I do have a way to do that, but I prefer not to have a Glock strapped to my chest. It would be an open carry. I'd be on private property anyways. Man, chat's moving fast today. And just hike at a day. Hey, I meant carrying a Glock in general, all right? Bro, some people are sketch. And I don't have a concealed carry license yet. That's not... Okay, hold on. That's not necessarily true. Some of them understand hobbies and why people like them. Everyone is sketch considering all of the... Yes. We are all Afarius. Right, Vale? If you're still here. He loves his Alfarius. I was kind of surprised that they never... You've seen a total of 4 women in your hobby shop. I have seen, surprisingly, actually, now that I think about it, there was a handful of women in that shop, but it wasn't like people that were, it seemed like they were with their boyfriends. And I was just like, yeah, this shop is a little weird. But it was also like the first time I was in there. And they sold everything at GW prices. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to buy anything from here because of it. I can go on Amazon and get it cheaper. Oh, man, the only loaded plague. God. Okay, so that's the hair done. The hair turned out pretty easy. Pretty easy to do, pretty well. Focus camera. Yeah, see? Now I've just got to do like all the metallics and stuff. Do I paint eyebrows? No, I don't. But the metallics won't be hard. It'll just be gray or silver, white and then red, or white and then blood god. Yeah, see, yeah, but you're in are you in the UK, Adam? I'm in America. We go by dollars and they sell it for 172. But on Amazon, you can get them for like $140. You can get them for like $30 cheaper every time. Yeah, That's 92 pounds, which again, I still don't understand why GW only makes stuff in Britain, because your options for expanding industry in Britain, not great. A booming population with no more land to expand to is not great for expansion. Where is my polish marker? GW. Get him! It's him, officer! It's Neo! He's admitted it! Oh, that's not the color I want. Where the fuck is my oh, it's right in front of me. As always. It wouldn't surprise me if somebody has robbed a GW store for minis yet. That's right. I was an undercover agent this entire time, even though I talk shit about the ATF all the time. I still have no idea what I'm gonna do for that. Oh, I might make that big pan red. Yeah, I like that. I like the thought of that. Let's do a light touch up around this. Oh, dude, this marker for edge highlighting, amazing. More than likely, I don't know. I don't do edge highlighting, so. Oh, as I was saying earlier, I'm gonna have to figure out what peppers I'm gonna be picking out and what spicy mini I'm gonna be painting, because I am going to be closer to 1,000 subs than I realize. For some reason, in the past month, we've gotten like 100, and I don't know why that was. Oh, I was painting the metallics on his face. That's what I was gonna do. I've never thought this YouTube channel would do this good. This was entirely for fun to start with, and then it was more about just sharing the hobby. And now, and eventually, it might become a way to just make extra money, to then proceed to spend back on more Warhammer stuff. See, if Comatose, which is a regular viewer who's not here today, if he was to get me with a jump scare right now, that would fuck me up. Oh fuck, I forgot to put that on the bottom of the screen. I forgot about that. And it's 15 now. That's gonna be there forever. Originally it was only gonna be a Halloween thing where it was like you guys could jump scare me, or not Halloween, but yeah, an October thing where you guys could jump scare me. But then I kind of like it, and then all the other alerts that are listed in the description. Again, I'm not like asking for money. I just figured it would be a fun way. I figured it would be a fun way for you guys to interact with me. Other than just watching, of course, and talking in chat. You guys can fuck with me somewhat. I'll give you the opportunity. Nobody's gotten me with it yet, and people have tried. When I'm painting with paintbrushes, you probably won't get me, because if I'm holding something like this, you'll see me rest my fingers on my other hand to keep both hands steady. So it's more than likely when I got one of these in my hand, you're gonna fuck me up, because that's a marker and I hold it like a marker. So I'm at a distance. I'm not close-handed in it like I do with a paintbrush. So all right. So now we just gotta let that dry for a little bit. We need blood for the blood god. I actually need to touch up just a little bit. A little bit more around that eye lens. There we go. Also, the jump scare shit works on me so well. The jump scare and the knock sound effect work on me extremely well when I'm playing something spooky. Which reminds me, Halloween. We are playing Phasmophobia on Halloween with voice chat on. If you're going to be there and if you're going to play, you're going to have to mind your words. I'm giving you guys the trust to do voice chat in games now. But if one person fucks it up, it's gone for everybody. The army taught me mass punishment as well. It does work. Although mass punishment in the army would get somebody beat. I wish that was a joke. All right, so that's that done. I know there was something else I wanted to paint on him. Oh, I needed to paint the back of him. I was going to paint this, yes, the exact same red color. I like how this red starts way brighter, but as it dries, it darkens it up. I've still kind of got to figure out what I'm going to do for all the nights in Tokyo that I'm going to be there. So for a 7-day trip, I'm going to be in Tokyo for 1, 2, 4 nights, 3 nights at the Ryoku. Yeah, 4 nights. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do in Japan, like Tokyo. There is, I don't know if it's in Tokyo. There is this Forge World store that I could probably find. Although, that's a lot of money. I don't know what the rate in anything is supposed to be. And I'd probably just mail stuff back to myself. I don't know what the exchange rate is for yen and dollars. I think it's 140. But that might not be 100% accurate. Okay, I need to touch up one spot with black. This is dark gunmetal. Nope, that is black. And then we'll call this mini good for the night. After I touch that up, do the islands. We'll call that mini good for tonight, and then we'll call it the end of stream because we've been streaming for way later than I anticipated. We will not finish then because I still have to do the top part of this. I forgot all about that. I'm gonna finish this mini tonight. That's something I'm doing because I want to. Okay, so y'all who are still here, do you guys try to paint every day, or do you guys just not have the motivation for it? Because as you guys know, I paint every single day. Unless I don't stream, I paint every day. There's some days where I'll base paint stuff instead for you guys so I can stream it. But I try to paint every single day. That, and because it makes it so my pile of shame doesn't continuously grow like crazy. Okay, it's good. There's still plenty of paint in this. I want to see how long these markers last. This will probably be the first one to run out because this is basically lead belcher. Sometimes you either paint or find a design or chapter paint. Okay. I try to paint every day for a handful of reasons. One, it makes me a better painter because if you want a prime example of that, you can go watch that video I put out about talking about my first year of painting. But just a side comparison, they're even in the same stance. It's literally the exact same marine with Deathwatch colors. That's fucking wild. I didn't even notice they were in the same stance. Yeah. What the fuck? But I mean, you can see the difference in just figuring out how to paint better. Practice makes perfect with anything, and you're never truly going to be perfect, but you'll get way better. You love white scars and iron hands. I would recommend painting iron hands over white scars because white is a giant pain in the ass color. Now, the only thing I would say about white, I don't have the mini on my desk, is if you base paint something white and then paint it white over top of the base paint, that's probably the best way to do it because you shouldn't base paint something black if you're going to paint it white. Okay. Oh, blood for the blood god, and then these will be done. Trust you know. From the gray, work from gray up to white. Yeah, you heard yellow is also hard. Yellow is not that bad if you base paint something orange. Yellow, yeah. If you go orange under yellow, the yellow works so much better. black, black, red on top of black does not work out very well. As you can see, this was a way brighter red when I started painting this earlier, and it's darkened down quite a lot. It's really almost the same color as this matte that I use. Hold on a second, I gotta obliterate this ladybug. Yeah, I just flicked him into another room. Okay, so this is how I do all my eye lenses and stuff. I'm using a different brush than this. That brush holds way too much paint. Where is the tiny brush? I always use my tiny brush for this. So this is Blood for the Blood God. It over metallic works surprisingly well. And you just get a little bit in there. This is like my eye lenses for my Krieg. And a lot of my Space Marines. Now, a lot of the Ultramarines did not get these, but anything now gets this red Blood for the Blood God effect. I like it. It looks way better than anything, kind of. I know there's like a ruby effect that you can do, but this works just as well, and I've got a shit ton of this Blood for the Blood God because of World Eaters. So let me focus. That's too much paint. You just need a very, 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 very tiny amount of paint, and there you go. So if it focuses on him, there you go. You can see how it's a little bit brighter. It'll darken down, and let me find a mini that I did do this to. Let me find the top for this dry palette first. There it is. That way I don't knock it over and spill paint everywhere all over my floor. Black before gold looks good. Yes, it does. That was silver before gold. This was black before gold. Look at how good it is. I'm kidding. Here's your other black before gold. This mini's fucked up. He's a little retarded, but that's not his fault. It's GW's fault. They made him a little retarded. See, his iron halo is permanently molded with bubbles, and his face is, dude, his face is so fucked up. I was so upset when I painted that mini. Let me show you an example of what those eye lenses look like. And then we'll call it a night because I still gotta find stuff for tomorrow. Let me see. They're green. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. What did I paint last? I didn't do those. It's gonna be Krieg. Alright. It's gonna be Krieg. We'll grab the sergeant. So, I do this for my Krieg as well. And we're going to see if you're going to be able to see it. Yeah, you see how that eye color looks? It looks so good. That is lead belcher underneath with the Blood for the Blood God effect on top. And that's probably one of the best plasma pistols I've ever painted, I'm not going to lie. But I really love this Krieg mini. This Krieg mini looks so good. If you wanted a better example on how the color looks when it's like a lot more of it, let me squeak my chair across the floor and grab Bergie. Bergie, come here. Obviously, his name's not Bergie, it's Bury, but I misspoke when I saw the mini. So this is Bury Ingrinson. Fine cast and dude, God. So this is Blood for the Blood God, but I was hoping that it would turn out like it did. And this is like almost a nice ruby effect that shines in the light. And it looks like a ruby color. It doesn't look like just Blood for the Blood God. That's like 4 coats of Blood for the Blood God instead of 1. I'll show you what 1 looks like. These aren't hard because they're on my jackals. Which jackal do we want? We'll use this. But if you're using Blood for the Blood God for the proper way, this is just like 1 little coat with a with a dry brush, doing like a pushing, a stabbing motion. This is how that turned out. And same way with all this and all of the blood effect on this was literally just me having blood for the blood god and just going lightly, not super heavy, just lightly doing it on it. And that's how you get that bloodied look. But if you want a ruby look, I mean, it's the exact same paint. All you got to do, this is base painted white. This was base painted, well, this is after I painted it. So that's just that's just me telling you how I did it. Also, I love the little dangly bits on the backside of this. I don't know why I didn't do the blood for the blood god on the backside, but I didn't. So yeah, that's just how it turned out. This mini turned out super good. I'm so glad I've got like 30 more jackals to paint. I definitely don't want a sewer slide. All right, well, that's gonna have to be the end of stream tonight. I still gotta go get stuff for lunch tomorrow. I finally have a debit card again, so I can actually spend money for once. And I should have the progress bar. Hold on. Let me see if I can add it right now to show you guys what I mean. Yes, I can. Add it. Where's it at? There it is. So basically, this is like a progress bar that I'm going to have. You guys are not going to donate to this. This is going to be like my the amount that I want to have for the Japan vacation that I am going to put money into. So it's just more or less to show you guys the status of the Japan vacation fund. And I just found out the name I was going to name it. It's now going to be called the Japan Vacation Fund. But I want to do a taskbar. It helps me stay on focus, reminds me of what I'm doing all this extra hard work for, because I was supposed to be done streaming at 10 and it is 10:30. That, and I worked 12 hours a day. So we will see you guys probably on stream tomorrow. This guy's finished, but we'll base him. And then we'll probably work on this one next. Or we'll go back to working on orcs. I haven't quite decided. I wanted to take a little bit of break from orcs because I've been painting a bunch of orcs. So, all right, we will see you in the next one. Bye.